Hello Internet, hello YouTube, I am back. Yesterday we had a little bit of a day off, didn't we? We didn't upload anything, but we're back today with two more fantastic games from my stream last night. I am using the same team again with Spectria and Clefairy and the Stakataka and Torkoal as well too. So please let me know in the comments if you are getting a little bit fed up of this. But whenever I have asked people what they think, the main response actually is that people prefer watching me with a team that I am comfortable with and a team that I feel I can ladder the highest with as well too. So I'm very happy using this team. I think if I do keep on laddering with it, then I've got the potential to get pretty high as well too. You'll see how high we get over the next few days, I suppose, from yesterday's stream. But I've got two fantastic games to show you today. The first one, Stakataka, with its nature and its ability, does some business for us, you will see. And we play a past international champion in the second game as well too. Another very interesting game actually. So two really good games coming up for you today. So I will just bring up the first game for you. Here we go, and please enjoy. If I lead with Clefairy and Spectria, then am I worried if they lead Moltres? Maybe, because I've only the only thing that I've got that really deals with their Moltres is the Stakataka. So okay, let's go with Clefairy and Spectria. But do I want to bring the Stakataka just so that I have got that extra way to maybe deal with the Moltres? I think I do. I'm going to take the Stakataka, but with Torkoal, I don't think so. Maybe Kartana, maybe Urshifu. Let's go with Urshifu. Actually, I should have gone with Kartana, shouldn't I? This was the first game of the stream as well, actually, so I think I am feeling a little bit rusty, but the cogs do start to sort of whir a little bit during this game, so apologies if I do seem a little bit sort of cloggy at the beginning. Yes, I am bringing the Stakataka, yeah, definitely. But I suppose Urshifu is better in Trick Room than Kartana is, I guess. And here we go. I guess this is sort of like the worst case scenario lead. I was thinking maybe Moltres Clefairy might be bad, but this isn't worst case scenario, because if they do stay in with the Regieleki, I could potentially get a plus special offense boost with the Max Quake. And are they really going to go for a Darkness into the Spectre when I've got Clefairy here to potentially go for a redirector there? I don't think so. Okay, so I've got Urshifu and Stakataka in the back. They have got one potential flying Pokemon in the back as well. So I'm going to go for a Protect here, and I'm going to just get that +1 in the special offense. Because they might just go for, I think they might just go for like a, either an Electro Web Airstream into Clefairy, or Airstream into the Spectria is also something they can do, or maybe like a Light Screen or Electro Web, whatever. Whichever one I didn't say the first time. Oh, you think they're going to nasty plot? Maybe they will. Maybe they will. Ryan PKC, thank you for following me. Indeed. If they did go for a nasty plot, then, fair enough, good on them. Okay, so it is a Light Screen. Have they got a Sash? I would kind of hope that they don't, just so that I can get my Grimnade going right now. But it looks like there is a Sash there. Okay, so, okay, everything's going wrong to start off with. I mean, what I was thinking I could have done there as well, instead of protecting Clefairy, is going for a Moonblast into that slot as well, just in case they have got the Sash. But I thought if they haven't got the Sash, then I'm potentially activating a weakness policy on the Moltres there, which I didn't really want to do. But yeah, just a Fiery Wrath. Does a chunk to the Spectria. Oh, it's a Life Orb Moltres. Would you look at that? That's interesting. Okay. That is interesting. And they just went for a Fiery Wrath because I have got the potential here to redirect their attacks. So, clever. Now, are they going to go for an Electro Web this next turn? They probably will, won't they? I mean, I am tempted to maybe swap the Clefairy out for the Stakataka. But yeah, maybe I don't want to do that. At least I know that they're not weakness policy on the on the Moltres now. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the same thing, but with a Moonblast this time. Is this Landorus coming in on the Quake? Oh, that's PP, isn't it? That's their own PP. Okay, well, we're +2 now. Special offenses. And just a Fiery Wrath, I imagine. Could be a nasty plot. That would be a little bit nasty for us. Ooh, foul play. Well, that's interesting. That is interesting. Life Orb foul play. Well, our special offense boosts don't help us against that. We don't get a special attack drop. Oh, we do get a special attack drop. Ooh, we do. That's handy. But foul play is still doing a chunk, isn't it, to the thing here? So yes, what do you want to do here then? Like, he did just go for a foul play in the front of a Clefairy. But unless he's at -1 as well, so even an Airstream isn't threatening my Clefairy, and I'm at +2 special offense. So I'm just going to go for a... Actually, what I am going to do here is I'm gonna blast this Clefairy. I'm going to go for a Helping Hand, Max Phantasm into it, because I think even with the light screen, I think I've got a chance to maybe knock it out here. He could just protect the Clefairy as well, but I don't see this Moltres doing too much to us. Oh, well, that works. He's protecting the Moltres. But what's... Like, if the Clefairy survives here, I'm hoping he's... Okay, he's just double protecting, that's fine. On my last turn of Dynamax. I was just worried about him, like, going for a Sing or something like that. Yeah. What is Inglerman? Please tell me, what is Inglerman? Yeah. Okay, well... The opponent here has stalled out our Dynamax pretty well. We have done quite a lot of damage to them, but my Spectre is looking quite low as well. We do know they've got Regieleki that's low in the back as well, but we don't know if they've got Tapu Fini or Kartana in the back. Oh no, PP is its Japanese name, isn't it? Okay, it is similar in German too, isn't it, actually? Yeah, the German name for it. So, what are we doing here then? Think, Barry. I do want to get rid of that. I'm just going to go for a Helping Hand, Shadow Ball into the Clefairy. If I get rid of the Clefairy, then I'm looking a bit happier, I think. But I don't think he threatens my Clefairy a whole lot. Yeah, like, if he... Like, I'm still faster. If he knocks out my Spectre here, I'm fine with that. Just because then I'll get, like, a swap into my Stakataka, and I can Trick Room and obviously be good against his low Regieleki and lowish Moltres that he's got here. Yeah, okay, so we get the Grim Neigh at this point, but I imagine he is going for, like, a foul play. Like, again, not respecting the Follow Me, but, I mean, I haven't gone for it once yet, have I? So, oh, just a Fiery Wrath, fair enough. But, yeah, now I get my switch into Stakataka, don't I? Yes, Grim Neigh! It's been a while, hasn't it? And because of his Life Orb on the Moltres, he is... I mean, bearing in mind, he is at -1 special attack as well, thanks to my Moonblast cheeky drop from my own PP. But, that's Tapu Fini. Yes, it is. Okay. But, yeah, now then, how do you want to, how do you want to play this? Because, again, he can just go for a Fiery Wrath Muddy Water, can't he? If he really wants to. But he has got his potential Dynamax too. I've got Urshifu in the back, which doesn't really appreciate anything here. Yeah, I'm not liking my position here, to be completely honest. This is the first time, using this team, this is the first time that I've come to this situation where I've led into a Moltres like this, and I always thought that it would be a little bit of a pain for us, potentially, but... well, here is... Yeah, I'm just going to go for a Follow Me, just in case he Dynamaxes the... just in case he Dynamaxes the Tapu Fini. Okay, is this Regieleki? It is, it has to be Regieleki coming back in, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. Well, okay, I don't mind that. Like, I will mind Muddy Water accuracy drops, because I do want to be hitting some Rock Slides. Oh, it's just gone for a Calm Mind. Okay. So, Alright, like, Clefairy, what's the best thing he could have done then? Gone for, like, a, Moonblast or something into the Tapu Fini. So, now we know that his Tapu Fini is going to be the one that's Dynamaxing. We do know that now. Light screen wears off. Doesn't help us now, does it really? I do want to get the Beast Boost from the Regieleki, but I do want to just go for like a big Helping Hand Gyro Ball into this Dynamaxing Tapu Fini. But Clefairy is at +2 special defense because of those max Quakes. So I'm just going to go for a Follow Me, because Clefairy can take, a max attack from this Tapu Fini. And I'm going to hope that the Regieleki doesn't have Protect so that I can get a Beast Boost here. So here's the Tapu Fini. Okay, right. Cogs are working again. First game of the stream, Cogs are maybe starting to whirr around a little bit more. I'm thinking a bit more now. So yeah, those max Quakes at the beginning of the game could be, like, key here. Yeah, Gyro Ball is not determined by weight. It's determined by speed. So Gyro Ball does still work on Dynamax Pokemon. And yeah, we don't see Protect on the Regieleki, so we have got a +1 Beast Boost now. So this Stakataka is looking, a bit more threatening. That's a pretty cool angle as well there, isn't it? From, like, Stakataka's reverse, looking upwards. But yeah, okay, we take. Oh, I hope we can take another one. Like, that is my fear right now. Yeah, Heavy Slam doesn't work because that is determined by weight or something, isn't it? But yeah, and here's the Moltres coming back in again. So now, like, what have we seen on this Moltres? Fiery Wrath and Foul Play and Protect. So this is very possibly the turn that, because I'm worried because he's got the rain up now. I'm just worried that he. Yes, I'm a lonely Stakataka. I am a lonely Stakataka. With reduced IVs and defense as well. But yeah, I'm worried because the rain is up now. Can Clefairy take a Max Geyser at this point? Possibly. Maybe. But I need to get damage on this Tapu Fini, don't I? So I'm going to do this. Thinking that maybe he's going to protect the Moltres. But this will do a good chunk to this Tapu Fini. Come on, let's see the Moltres protecting. I would like to see that. Okay, I like to see that. Let's see how much this +1 Helping Hand Gyro Ball does to Tapu Fini. That's how much it does to Tapu Fini. There we go. Well, there we go. That is Stakataka doing the business. And that is why we're lonely. That is why my Stakataka... Yeah, not quite a fist, but we can go with a fist, can't we? That is the business there. Blumenek, that is the business indeed. And yeah, and now we can just go for the very accurate Gyro Ball into the Moltres, can't we? So, yeah, nice one. That was pretty good, that. I mean, obviously we called that turn, but him allowing us to get the Beast Boost on his Regieleki was handy for us. If it stayed in with the Moltres, one Rock Slide maybe wouldn't have knocked it out, and I wouldn't have got the Beast Boost. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that is why my lonely Stakataka has decided to be. I'm back. Yes, indeed. Yeah, that was only Stakataka doing some business, wasn't it? There, the Beast Boost getting the attack boost, and it turns out that those max Quakes at the beginning of the game as well too were quite important, were they? Because that gave the Clefairy the bulk. I think, looking back on that, I think we probably could have taken a Max Geyser in the rain. Like, it would have been low. Maybe it would have been finished off by a Fiery Wrath if the Moltres did attack that turn as well instead of protecting. But knowing that the Helping Hand +1 Gyro Ball does knock out the Tapu Fini Dynamaxed from like 90% or whatever, then, you know, that was just always going to be the play there, since Fire Wrath wasn't really going to be threatening anything. So, and that was interesting. I did sort of mention a little bit in there how, like, I was fearing Moltres teams because, like, if I do lead Spectre into it, then obviously Moltres is going to be a problem, and I do need Stakataka to deal with Moltres, don't I? And if I'm taking Stakataka, then that means, well, I can't go fully on the fast mode. I've got to sort of bring it in the back, and that makes things a little bit awkward. If Trick Room doesn't look brilliant against them, kind of thing, or if they've got Landorus or Garchomp or whatever, ground type Pokemon that or fighting Pokemon that will otherwise threaten the Stakataka. So I don't know, an interesting game, but I'm really happy with how that worked out, and I definitely did definitely showed off. How Stakataka is still threatening, even when it's not Dynamaxed, in Trick Room, when it gets a Beast Boost. But, okay, right, let's look for this one more game then. So this game, as I just find it now, is against one of the international champions of the past. Let me just find the game for you. Okay, so we're almost here. So this game is against Paydo, who won the 2019 European International Championship, I do believe. Using actually the same restricted pair that I got 7th at Worlds with in 16. He used Rayquaza and Xerneas, although I'm pretty sure his Rayquaza was very different to the one that I used. But so I always appreciate that team. I always think Paydo is one of the best European players, one of the best Italian players. He's a very good player. And yes, not only was I playing against Paydo in this game, but one of my friends, one of my Seafoam Islanders, Gilberto, was streaming with him. They were streaming at the same time. I actually watched back their side after the game, just to sort of see not that I can understand Italian, but just to sort of see what their reactions were and if they were thinking about doing something else kind of thing as well. But yeah, so I can give you a bit more of an insight after the game as well too, what their impressions were, because I did speak to Gilberto a little bit after the game as well. So yes, not only am I playing an international champion, but a World's Open champion as well too, at the same time, I guess. But yeah, interesting game, and we were on about in that first game how Moltres was, potentially going to be a problem for me. Well, Paydo has a Moltres as well. How does this game go? Let's find out. I think he leads with the Nihilego, though, because I'm going to be leading with my Clefairy. I think he leads Nihilego and Moltres, to be honest. Or maybe with the Volcarona as well. But I'm just going to go fast mode here, which might be a mistake. Oh dear. Yeah, okay, right. So playing against... it's nice, actually, that, I'm playing against these very good players. In the days before... Okay, he's not leading with Nihilego. That's interesting. I literally could have just led with... Oh, actually, maybe I couldn't then. No, I'm thinking if I led with Clefairy and Stakataka, I could have got... Maybe I couldn't, because he would just Dynamax the Katana there, wouldn't he? And at that point, the Steel Spike, I imagine, one-shots my Clefairy, and then the Close Combat knocks out the... oh, and that's the Water Urshifu as well, isn't it? Yes. Well observed there, Barry. Okay. So, Water Urshifu and Kartana. Water Urshifu and Kartana. Okay. Okay. Don't mind this. Okay. Yeah, Spectre looks good always at the beginning of a battle because it's faster than most things. A Surging Strikes into my Clefairy wouldn't be good. We can't protect on it. We can't protect on any Urshifu attack here, can we? But we'll see. This Nihilego will survive this. Maybe the Katana is Assault Vested. Maybe that's why I swapped it out. Yeah, this Nihilego does not survive that. Oh, with a critical hit. Okay. Helping Hand, Life Orb, Max Phantasm. Nihilego doesn't often have much bulk in offensive sort of things. Maybe if it's got Trick Room, then maybe it has some bulk. But yeah, I'm not sure if that mattered or not. Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. Oh, and it's got Taunt on the Urshifu. That is interesting. Okay. Okay. I don't think he brings the katana back in though, does he? What's he got in the back? Oh, he does bring the katana back in again. Okay. So, okay, I'm presuming here then he Dynamaxes the katana. Now, I've got my own Urshifu and katana in the back. He could... One thing I'm worried about is him going for like an Airstream with his katana, but I am at +1 with my Spectria. Katana is Katana. It's not the bulkiest Pokemon. So, I think what we do here is... Now this might be a little bit of a silly turn, but I am going to do this. I'm keeping my Friend Guard. If he does go for an Airstream, which is kind of what I'm worried about, then I'm bringing his speed back down again. Okay, it is the Katana Dynamaxing there, but you know I'm a pretty nasty Spectre right now. I'm at +1. If the Katana has like Night Slash, I think with my Friend Guard I should survive it. But I imagine he's gonna like. Would he go for a Steel Spike? Since like my Clefairy is taunted, so would you really think I'm going to stay in with the Clefairy? We'll see. We'll see what he does do here, won't we? Maybe he does double into the Clefairy slot, but with different attacks. Okay, so it is the Airstream. That is one thing that I was worried about. And the Surging Strike shouldn't knock the Clefairy out, I don't think, here. So his speed is back to neutral. And the Surging Strikes, yeah, Spectre with the, with the Friend Guard. Yes, of course we need the Friend Guard to survive this attack. But but we take even less with the Friend Guard there. Okay. And thanks to our Clefairy being, you know, the unseen threat. The unassuming threat, as I entitled it in my video on yesterday. I guess to knock out the Urshifu. So what is the last Pokemon? I've got one more turn of Dynamax, and he's got 2 Volcarona. Okay, that's maybe not so good, but he's got one more turn of Dynamax over me. Now Clefairy doesn't really want to stay in here, does it? Because I can't really do a whole lot. Clefairy is more useful. Obviously, it's more useful when it can do the stuff it wants to be doing, but I don't really want to just swap in a Katana or a Urshifu here, do I? Like, Urshifu's Sucker Punch could be important here, but Katana isn't going to be that great against with the Volcarona. Yeah, maybe I just stay in with the Clefairy. Okay, I'm going to do this again, just to, again, cover for another Airstream with the Katana. If he doesn't Airstream, then I know that, at worst... I mean, a Moonblast might even knock this out, if he doesn't target my Clefairy here. But I'm assuming he has a Focus Sash on the Volcarona, so if I did go for the Max Phantasm there... Oh, well. Well, there you go. That's a berry, isn't it? If I had gone for the Phantasm there, I would have knocked the Volcarona out. Okay, and he hasn't gone for an Airstream, so that's good. Okay, thank you, Stuart, for following me. Thank you very much indeed. But yeah, because he didn't go for an Airstream that turn, he is at -1 speed with both of these. My Katana will be faster. Okay, an attack boost there. But yeah, I mean, ooh, that was interesting. Oh, was the Urshifu sashed? Okay, well that was silly then. Maybe I should have. I mean, okay. I mean, the other reason why I went for the Max Strike was also because I thought there was a very good chance his Volcarona would protect that turn. Just because that was my last turn of Dynamax. I think Volcarona protecting there did make a lot of sense. So And I wanted to ensure I definitely got the speed drop on him, just in case he did go for an airstream. But yeah, there's no Tailwind in play here, is there? Both of those Pokemon are at -1 speed, so Urshifu is faster than both of them right here. I can put Urshifu in here, be faster than both of them. He will airstream into my Urshifu now, I'm sure of it, but I'm still taunted. Yep. So I'm just going to stay in, I think, with Clefairy. Or maybe this is the turn that I swap into Katana. But I think my taunt's going to wear off soon anyway, isn't it? Next turn, I think. Isn't it? And if it doesn't, I'm fine, aren't I? Yeah, I'm just going to stay in. Just go for a Moonblast. And a Wicked Blow through Protect. Worst case scenario here is a Flame Body Burn. But there's no way around that. If I'd put my own Katana in here, I can't knock out the Volcarona from where it is. Elduvan 94, thank you for following me. And the host as well, thank you. You don't see that Smeargle pop up very often, but there it is. Thank you very much. Please don't burn me, please don't burn me. I think there's no burn there, is there? No, there isn't. Okay, yeah, and there's the Airstream. Okay, which does bring me down to the Sash. Yeah, so it wasn't that silly then going for the strike into the Volcarona, because it was my last turn of Dynamax. I thought he would protect that turn. But yeah, his last turn of Dynamax now. He is at +1 attack and neutral speed now. And yeah, there's my taunt wearing off. So I can redirect and attack here, unless he's got Razor Leaf. If he's got Razor Leaf, he can knock me out 95% of the time. I don't think many people are wild enough like me to actually run Razor Leaf, but if I really wanted to call that like a Moonblast on the Katana, it's not worth it, is it? So yeah, I'm just going to go for a Follow Me here, and a Close Combat. I will just double check his boosts, if I can click the right button there. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so he's at neutral speed there. Yeah, so redirect. So a Smart Strike, I imagine, and a Close Combat into the Katana. And I've still got my Katana in the back, which I think should take... Well, actually, a +1, it won't take a second sword. But I should still have my Urshifu here, and I might even be putting it into Sucker Punch range here as it is. Yeah, Clefairy, unfortunately, is not going to take that at -1. And he's forfeit the game. Well, there you go. But yeah, we won the game. Like we're gonna see actually how much this Close Combat does. Oh, it does that much. Okay, we that's definitely in Sucker Punch range. Okay. So there we go. Hope that wasn't like my internet disconnecting. It wasn't my internet disconnecting. His stream actually went down at that point as well too. So it was his internet just sort of falling out there. So you know, no foul play or whatever. But yeah, that was a really interesting game for a number of reasons. One thing that I need to like learn a bit more as well is remembering items, Barry, because like we saw the Focus Sash on the Urshifu. I literally knocked the Urshifu out the turn before, and I'm there expecting, oh, maybe the Volcano's got a Focus Sash, like a blooming idiot. But yeah, so obviously it couldn't have a Sash, but I still think I made the right play, because I was expecting the Volcarona to protect there, and you know, going for a Phantasm or a Max Strike, the speed drop is more important to me than a potential defense drop. Talking to Gilberto afterwards, who was streaming with Pado, they said that like they think one of their mistakes was they didn't protect the Volcarona that turn, but I would have been fine, like if, I think anyway, because I would have still got the speed drop there, would have still done like a decent amount of damage, like, you know, 20% or whatever, through the protect there, and would have probably been in range of a Shadow Ball, potentially the next turn as well too, depends on how bulky it is. But the other mistake that they made was not knocking the Spectre out with an Airstream as well. They went for, because they had one more turn of Dynamax over my Dynamax, because they sort of delayed their Dynamax turns. They had the potential to go for 3 Airstreams on my potential for 2 Max Strikes, and if they had got that on the second turn of their Dynamax, their second Airstream, there was a Max overgrowth, as they use it there. That would have, put them a little bit faster than me for the rest of the game as well too, which would have been a little bit trickier for me to deal with. But still, yeah, going for the max strike into the Volcarona was smart because I wanted those speed drops on it. I did identify, before he went for the airstream, that it could potentially be a problem for us. So, going for the max strikes from the start was pretty good of us. But also, like, on the turn that he Dynamaxed, I was at +1 with my Spectria, and I think he was Assault Vested on the Katana. I'm not sure how much a Max Phantasm at +1 with Life Orb would do to a Dynamaxed Assault Vest Katana, because, I mean, maybe I could have got, like, the knockout there as well. We didn't have the helping hand because I'd just been taunted with the Clefairy, but Clefairy sitting there throwing out Moonblasts was actually still pretty handy, even though we were taunted, because, the Friend Guard allowed our Spectra maybe to survive a little bit longer, and picked off the Urshifu with the Sash as well too. Would have knocked out the Volcarona if they didn't have the Citrus Berry on there as well too. So yes, quite an interesting game, I think that, wasn't it? And also, watching the stream back as well too. I mean, Beidou is one of the more emotive players, I suppose you could say. I think they were pretty disgusted at the fact that I led with my Spectria into a team with Moltres. But the funny thing is, they didn't even bring their Moltres, so they didn't really respect my Spectria as much as I didn't respect their Moltres. So but at the same time, if they did bring their Moltres, I actually didn't bring my Stakataka in that game, so but I don't think, they didn't even get to see my last Pokemon, did they? Technically, if that would have played out as it would, exactly the same, I could have had the Stakataka in the back instead of the Katana, but it's just funny because I do identify Moltres potentially to be one of the threats to this team, but at the same time, as much as I didn't respect their Moltres, they didn't respect my Spectria. So that's just how it goes, and I can see them getting annoyed on the stream, which was quite amusing. But you got to you got to respect what's happening in the game, don't you? So I don't know, really, really cool games. I really enjoyed these to watch back as well. So I hope you've enjoyed watching them. If you have, please like the video. Please comment as well. Let me know all of your thoughts. Please follow me on Twitch as well too, because we have climbed pretty high. I'm not going to spoil how high just yet, but actually I already have on Twitter, haven't I? So okay, we've climbed pretty high, and so the next time I do stream, which I'm thinking is going to be in a couple of days on Monday. That's probably when I'm aiming to stream next. You'll see how we go from there. And if you really want to join the Patreon as well. But anyway, thank you for watching this. Thank you for being here. And goodbye for now.